Hey everybody, it's Lo and welcome back to my channel, Lo Without Limits. Today I'm going to show you 5 ways to quickly beat the bloat. So if you want to see that, then just keep watching. If you're anything like me, just breathing oxygen gets you bloated. So because I'm used to being bloated, I've figured out 5 tips to get rid of it really quickly and honestly reduce getting bloated overall. So with these 5 tips, if you feel yourself getting bloated or if you just want to reduce how often you're getting bloated, these will really help. So the very first one to get rid of your bloating super quickly is to go for a walk or get moving. So if you have a lot of food sitting in your tummy and then you're just sitting there afterwards, you'll feel a little bloated, you'll feel like slow, your digestion's going really slow, and you just need to get moving and get on with it. So by getting up and walking really helps get your digestion system moving, and if you need extra help, do a little tummy rub. So this, I don't know if it's clockwise or counterclockwise because I'm always like, it's clockwise if I'm looking down at my tummy, but if I'm looking across at someone else doing it, then it'd be counterclockwise. But this is how you do it. Start with your right hand on your right, like above your hip bone, and then move your way up to underneath your right side of your ribs. Head over to the left side, head down, and then back to start. And doing that with a little bit of pressure in these 3 fingers and kind of going along is the same direction as your digestive system. So it helps get everything moving. So if you do that while taking a walk, it will definitely get that bloating down and help you digest all that food quickly. Tip number 2 to not getting as bloated is to stay hydrated. When you're hydrated, everything just flows easily, and when it's not flowing and it starts sitting there, then you get bloated and uncomfortable. So staying hydrated just altogether is 1, really good for your skin, just good for your energy, and it's really good for all your internal systems. So especially digestion, it makes sure that everything's hydrated and can keep moving and functioning properly. So as tip number 2 is just to not get bloated at all, is to stay hydrated. Tip number 3 is to have a lot of fiber in your diet. And I'm not talking fiber supplements unless that's something that you absolutely need to do, but by eating the fiber is the best way to get it. So people need around 25 to 30 grams of fiber, and studies have shown that the average American gets 15 grams, which is just half. And when you don't have fiber, things don't move as well, and then things get stuck, and then you're bloated and uncomfortable. So by eating fiber, and maybe slowly upping your fiber intake, you don't want to go hard on the fiber and then kind of stop everything. Slowly start to incorporate more fiber, and really good fiber foods are of course fruits and veggies. One of the highest fiber fruits is raspberries, so you can have some chia pudding or some oatmeal with some raspberries in it. Is a super good source of fiber. Also some broccoli and other dark leafy greens, as well as nuts like walnuts, are really high in fiber. So by slowly incorporating those in there and getting your daily fiber intake up to 25 to 30 grams will get your body used to doing what it needs to do, and will get everything moving and just bind everything together so you can get it out and not be bloated. Tip number 4 is one that may take a little bit longer to figure out if you don't know exactly what the cause is, but it's to cut out any foods that you may have any intolerances to. I know that when I have gluten, I will be bloated like a pregnant woman for a week straight, and no pants will fit me. I'm uncomfortable, I'm grouchy, and just no matter what I do, this bloat does not go away. And one time when I last figured out that I should not have gluten, I was so uncomfortable that it hurt to laugh. They thought it was my appendix, and then they looked at my appendix, that was fine, but I had some liver enzymes that were high, and when I cut out gluten, like 6 pounds in 2 days, just because all that bloating was gone. So I know that if I have gluten, I will get bloated. Also dairy a little bit, like most people. So if you have an intolerance that's making you bloated, cut that out. And of course, if you don't know what the intolerance is, but something that you're eating keeps making you bloated, and you keep having some meal and you can't figure out what it is, then keep a food diary. So write down everything that you're eating, write down when you're using the restroom, how it is it hard to go, is it easy to go, how often are you going, and how you feel after eating. So maybe if you have lunch at noon and you have some salad with onions, and then around 12:30 or 1 you're feeling kind of bloated, and then around dinner you have onions again, maybe you shouldn't have onions, and try cutting those out for a week and see how you feel. So just keep doing that until you figure out what exactly it is that is making you bloated. So of course this one isn't a quick fix to bloating, but is something that once you figure out will help you out in the long run and not get you bloated as often. And tip number 5 is a super quick fix to bloating, and that is peppermint tea. By sipping on peppermint tea, it reduces inflammation so everything can move along a little bit easier. And when you're bloated, you know, you also get like those cramps. Peppermint tea is really good for stopping the spasming in your muscles, so it really helps alleviate all of those crampings that come with bloating and make you extra uncomfortable. It's also really good if you have menstrual cramps to have some peppermint tea, and if you have uncaffeinated peppermint tea where it's like just peppermint, it's really good to take before bed because it's very, very relaxing. It relaxes your muscles, it relaxes your mind, and of course if you want a bit of energy, find a good like green tea, peppermint tea, and that is the perfect mix to energy but getting rid of that bloating while staying awake. Well, there you have it. Those are 5 tips to help reduce bloating quickly and over the long term. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below what your de-bloating tips are and what you want to see more of on my channel. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe. I upload a new video every Wednesday. So until the next one, thanks for watching.